Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a web page with HTML tags. This is how you get content onto a web page. We are only concerned about getting our content on the page. We are not concerned about making it look good. We are concerned about organizing it properly. So I will just show you some of the basic tags here. The first tag is called doc type, and we're just going to say HTML. Doc type HTML says we're using a HTML5 web page. That is telling the web browser the version number that we're using. You are always going to start with doc type HTML 100% of the time. Yes, eventually we'll be at HTML6. There will be a different doc tag for it, but that's years or decades from now. The second tag we're going to do is we're going to make an HTML tag. Now, if you see when I just made that HTML tag, I also have a /HTML tag. That is saying that we have a HTML tag, and everything from the beginning to the end is inside of this HTML tag. Most tags do have a beginning and an end, and that's just saying I'm starting here, I'm ending here. And we put tags inside of tags. Inside of the web page tag, we have a head tag. And that's where you put header information. It's typically stuff that the user does not see on the web page, but they may see in a title bar, or it also might be where we link things. We're not going to concern ourselves with that page, that part too much. And then we're going to have a body tag. And the body is typically where you put your content. So I'm going to just write the words hello world. And then what I'm going to do in Codio is I'm going to right click here. I'm going to say preview static, and it's going to open up my web page. And it's stalling out here for a second. And it says hello world, which is the only thing that I have put in my web page. So all of this stuff here, the tags, you will not see those on the web page. You will only see the content. The tags are just how we are organizing our content. Now, the first tag I'm going to show you is an H1 tag. This is big header text. And we can have an H1 tag. We can have an H2 tag, which is smaller than H1. We can go all the way down to H6. And that makes the smallest header tag. And headers are typically important pieces of our web page that we just want to stand out a little. And if we come here and hit the refresh button, we'll see this is big header text, smaller, smallest. And we really don't care if smallest is too small or not. We're just organizing our information. The most important stuff would be H1s. The least important stuff would be H6s. That's for header information. If it's not a header, like this hello world is not in any tag, I'd say that's actually not a good thing to do, but it is allowed. What I would say is you should put, if you have nowhere to put around it, just put a P tag around it. P stands for paragraph. That just is saying this is some paragraph. This is a paragraph text. After that, we're going to do the div tag, and this is a box of stuff. This is my favorite tag. This tag is very unimportant right now, but as soon as we start connecting it to other things like graphics and stuff, the div tag becomes the most important tag. If you want to look what that looks like, we can hit the refresh button, and it doesn't look too special. It looks just like a P tag. And in fact, you could do a lot of stuff with the P tag that you do with the div tag, but the div tag is where it belongs. The next thing we're going to look at is lists. We're going to make an unordered list. Pardon my parrot. That unordered list is going to have a list item in it. And so in the unordered list, I have a list item. That list item is, I'm going to just cats. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another list item. Dogs. Now, if you see, I don't have to, how I space those list items ultimately won't matter. Bird. And so now I have 3 list items in an unordered list. And now an unordered list means the order doesn't matter, so they're going to be bullet points. And the spacing that I have around those gets ignored. HTML is just saying, okay, what is this? I will put it there. We will learn about CSS, which is when we will make this stuff look good. Now, if I wanted to make this an ordered list, so I could give it an OL for ordered list. And this is sloppy code, so I'm actually going to just take those spaces out just so my code looks better. The web browser doesn't care at all. The programmer will care. The teacher will care. So now I'm going to have an ordered list with these items, and LI is for the list items. And an ordered list is going to give you a numbered list. So now we have cats. Number 1 is cats, number 2 is dogs, number 3 is birds, or bird. I should probably make that plural with the other ones. So, so that's how you make lists. To make a table of information, you use the tag. It's cleverly called table. And then an ends table. Now, there are a lot of tags that you can work with for tables, but I'm just going to show you the basic ones. We can have a table row, and inside of the table row, we're going to have cells. Now, I'll just put A here, and then I'm going to do cell A, B, and C. And then I'm going to copy this table row, and I'll make another row with D, E, F, and that's enough. I can just have a table with 2 rows. This table is not going to look pretty. Again, we are just organizing our content. We're going to say, hey, we've got some content that would look best in a table. I'm going to now show you how to make a hyperlink. A hyperlink is just any link that you can click on. So that's the A tag. And then we need to have something, this is called an attribute, which goes along with the tag. We say href equals, and I will have to put a web page that I want to link to. So I'm going to say this link goes to my, and then inside of after my, I'm going to say school isn't that super. And so now what I need to do is I need to find the web page for my school. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to open up the Academy of Palumbo's web page. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back to Codio or my text browser. I'm going to paste that there. Now, so that goes inside the href, surrounded by quotes. Now when I look at my page, I will see this is a link that goes to my school. And if I click on that, you can see that it will go to palumbo.philsd.org. So that's how you make a hyperlink. Again, we don't care how it looks. We're just organizing the information. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a title. A title goes in the head. This is my title. And I'm not sure how that will show up here, but you see how this says index right here? Now if I click on this and I hit refresh, so if it was in a proper web browser, that would just change to my title name. It's a little less exciting in Codio, so we're not going to stress about that too much, but that is a place where you can have title, make a title that would go where it says here Codio, Marathon World Records, Academy of Palumbo. That's how those words get up there, which are not in the body of the content. And I think that's enough for right now. There are about 100 different tags. I showed you about 10 of them right now, but these are probably 10 of the most useful ones. You will learn about others through this course. Thank you. Take care.